This week on Charger Bulletin News, a student was injured in New Haven. The campus community efforts earthquake relief. A professor's artwork is on display. And updates on the provost search, right here on Charger Bulletin News.
Hello and welcome to Charger Bulletin News. I'm Nick Amico.
And I'm Elisa Brocha. Let's get into this week's top stories.
This past Friday, the Dean of Students' office informed the university community of an unfortunate event in which a student was injured in an off-campus shooting in the greater New Haven community. The individual was, quote, an unintended target in the incident, is hospitalized in stable condition, and the New Haven Police Department is investigating, end quote. Dean of Students Ophelia Rowe Allen claims no additional details to be available at this time. In regards to safety concerns for university students, Dean Rowe Allen and Chief of University Police Adam Brown said in a joint statement that, quote, we encourage all of our students to be aware of their personal safety at all times, end quote. They added that, quote, we recognize that a student's decision on where to live off campus is ultimately based on a variety of factors, including their preferences and individual priorities, as well as personal factors. In the event an individual is injured off campus, they have been supported by the University Police Department and the Division of Student Affairs to help ensure their safety and well-being, end quote.
In an email on Tuesday, Dean of Students Ophelia Rowe Allen acknowledged the impact of last Monday's 7.8 earthquake in Turkey and Syria and offered support to those who may need it. The Division of Students Affairs also sent an email and provided links to two organizations that the university community could donate to in an effort to support the affected communities. The Muslim Student Association will be also involved in donation efforts and are holding a tabling event in the Vergami Center today, Thursday, February 16, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Anyone interested in donating is asked to bring cash to go towards All Syrians, a charity organization that will be sending donations directly to affected people in Syria. Along with the Dean of Students' Office and the Division of Students' Affairs, the Charger Bulletin sends well wishes to those impacted by this natural disaster, both abroad and here within our university community.
University professor John Arabolos has an exhibit on display in the M Activity Gallery on Nickel Street in New Haven from now until April 30th. The collection is called Chaotic Systems, the Fabric of Life series. And according to Arabolos, it aims to create order out of randomness. The gallery includes a number of large-scale images capturing the geometric intricacies of the natural world. Arabolos has said that the exhibit, quote, becomes a profound insight into how nature works and how we, as beings of consciousness, realize our environment, end quote. The methods used to create the exhibit applied beyond the greater New Haven area. In 2008, Arabolos applied for a patent for what is called a new disruptive technology to be used to create, quote, systemic morphology pattern sequencing, end quote. This patent was approved in 2013. To visit the exhibition, you can head over to the 285 Nickel Street until April 30th. Hours of visitation are Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. To view Arabolos' portfolio, head over to arabolosart.com.
On Sunday, Dean Brian Kent sent out an email updating the campus community about further progress in the search for a new provost. According to the email, finalists have been selected and are invited for campus interviews, which will take place on February 17th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Students and faculty are encouraged to review the CV, photo, and agenda of each candidate. All are available on My Charger. There will be students and faculty forums for each candidate. The student forums on February 17th is scheduled for 10 a.m., and the forums scheduled for February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd are scheduled for 2:45 p.m. The February 17th faculty forum is scheduled for 11 a.m., and the forums on February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd are scheduled for 3:35 p.m. Invites for each session were sent out via email on Monday. Now we head to Will Hank with sports. What's new this week, Will?
Thanks, guys, and welcome to the Charger Sports Report. My name is Will Hink. Let's get into it. It was a slow week for the Chargers, but the track and field teams traveled to Staten Island to participate in the Fast Track National Invitational last Friday. Although the men's team didn't feature any notable performances, the women's team had a few that stuck out. Sophomore Daphne Gurr placed 7th in the women's 60-meter dash with a time of 7.51, while senior Kristen Washington placed 3rd in the women's triple jump with a distance of 11.67 meters. Freshman Gabrielle Teal placed 9th in the same event with a distance of 11.26 meters. Both teams will be looking to be fully rested and ready for next weekend's Northeast 10 Track and Field Conference Championship. Speaking of playoffs, the basketball teams were looking to expand upon the success they had during the conference homestand with a trip to Assumption. Unfortunately, both teams fell short of the mark. The women's team lost handily to the Greyhounds 60-44 on the road, putting an end to the 9-game winning streak the team had put together. Meanwhile, the men's teams lost in heartbreaking fashion 65-64. This 1-point loss sinks the men's teams lower in the conference standings and makes the match against Lemoyne this Saturday particularly important. And finally, Super Bowl 57 took place this past Sunday between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. This was an amazing game. In the beginning, it was all Eagles as they took a 24-14 lead at halftime. But in the second half, the Chiefs offense came alive to stage a furious comeback and win the game 38-35. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes got to hoist his second career Lombardi, and the Eagles, well, there's always next year. That's it for the Charger Sports Report. I'll see you next week. Now for Mia Ducci with entertainment news. What's happening, Mia?
Rumors surrounding her second child on the way did not stop Rihanna from making her mark during this year's Super Bowl halftime show, boldly sporting the color red throughout her performance. She came in swinging, starting her set with Bitch Better Have My Money, surrounded by a sea of backup dancers in white suits. The performance continued in a progression of visual appeal throughout geometric shifts in the arrangement of multiple moving platforms. She continued with an EDM rendition of Where Have You Been? And though her set was very short for a halftime performance, she was able to power through a number of her hits. This included Umbrella, performed in a long red raincoat, We Found Love, Work, and Diamonds. On the length of the set being a challenge, Rihanna said, quote, "The set list was the biggest challenge. That was the hardest part, deciding how to maximize 13 minutes, but also celebrate. That's what the show's going to be. It's going to be a celebration of my catalog in the best way," end quote. The 2023 Brit Awards created a whirlwind for the music industry. Not only did Harry Styles take home 4 awards, including Album of the Year after the same victory at the Grammys, but his other awards included Song of the Year, Pop R&B Act, and the Artist of the Year. Artist of the Year stirred up some controversy, as the list of nominees did not include any women. Wet Leg won Rising Artist, beating out Rina Sawayama and Sam Ryder, and later went on to win Group of the Year. For Song of the Year, As It Was by Harry Styles beat out Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras, Forget Me by Louis Capaldi, and Green Green Grass by George Ezra. Album of the Year nominees included Being Funny in a Foreign Language by the 1975 and Wet Leg by Wet Leg. International Artist of the Year was claimed by Beyoncé, who triumphed over both Taylor Swift and Lizzo. For anyone still stuck in their middle school emo phase, both Paramore and Pierce the Veil released new albums this week. This Is Why by Paramore and The Jaws of Life by Pierce the Veil are now available on all major streaming platforms. Hot new singles for this week include Borderline by Tuvalu, We Go Down Together by Dove Cameron and Khalid, and I'm a Mess by Avril Lavigne and Youngblood. That's all for this week in entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
This past Saturday, the German club, the Music Industry Club, held their live sound and light seminar. Mike holds the seminar before the host events to make sure their members are prepared and ready to set up equipment before their concerts and events, which are usually held in the German club. During the seminar, MIC members were setting up different things ranging from drum sets to speaker sets and lighting. JJ Dionisio, the vice president of MIC and a sophomore sound recording major, said he enjoys running the lights during events and that his favorite part of the seminar and concert setup is, quote, getting to creatively figure out what our shows are going to look like this semester, end quote. Dionisio also mentioned the club will be hosting concerts and events soon, which he expressed excitement for. At this time, events are in the works and are not yet confirmed. If you're interested in joining the Music Industry Club or just interested in getting to know more about the music industry, they meet in Dodds Hall, room 102, every Thursday from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. You can also email them at micnewhaven.edu and check out their events in Charger Connection.
Coming up next, phenomenal woman nominations are about to close. Undergraduate summer courses are live. The Center for Learning Resources hosts English conversation roundtables, and the first Chargers After Dark event takes place. But first, we'll head to Justin Coviello with Student Life. What's going on this week, Justin?
Thanks, guys. This past Monday, February 13th, the Caribbean Student Association ran a dialogue on colorism, open to the entire student body. Colorism is defined as prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same racial or ethnic group. At their presentation, CSA talked about the prevalence of colorism within the media, such as the disparity between the portrayal of light-skinned and dark-skinned people. CSA's president, Grace Oriana Andre, described the event as a way to promote loving oneself in your own skin, and with a call to action that, quote, "We must notice and actively stop colorist remarks and acts," end quote. For more events like this, check out CSA on Charger Connection. This Friday, February 17th, the Division of Student Affairs is hosting a Random Acts of Kindness Day to celebrate those who go above and beyond and make a difference within our campus community. As part of this day, and to recognize someone you believe goes above and beyond, you can submit a form to nominate them to be recognized on the Charger blog written by the Office of Marketing and Communications. There will be giveaways and opportunities around campus to celebrate Chargers for their kindness and contributions. The nomination form is available through the weekly roundup email sent out on Sunday, February 12th, and the Division of Student Affairs encourages everyone to extend a kind gesture to their fellow Chargers, whether they're friends, colleagues, or classmates. Next Thursday, February 23rd, the Career Development Center will be hosting their STEM Career Fair in the Rec Center from 1 to 4 p.m. Students will have the opportunity to make connections with over 50 companies in attendance, so update those resumes, print those business cards, and dress to impress. To view all the employers which will be visiting, head to the CDC's page on My Charger and go to their Events tab. I'm Justin Coviello. Back to you at the desk.
For over half a decade, women who go above and beyond in life and on campus have been recognized in a USGA-sponsored Phenomenal Women Award. And now it's once again time to nominate special individuals to this event. Nominations are coming to a close, but there is still some time left before the 9 a.m. deadline on Saturday, February 18th. The link to the nomination form is available on My Charger under the Happening on Campus tab. Both graduate and undergraduate students, faculty, and staff are eligible, and multiple women can be nominated. All nominees will receive a certificate and a shout-out on social media. Final announcements about this award will be announced on Friday, March 24th.
On Friday, February 10th, the summer 2023 course schedule became available to students through My Charger and self-service banner. If you've never taken a summer course before, there are 3 sessions held. The full summer session is from May 11th to August 16th. The Summer 1 accelerated term is from May 11th to June 18th, and the Summer 2 accelerated term is from June 29th to August 16th. The tuition rate for undergraduate summer courses is $710 per credit with a $50 technology fee. The registrar's office notes that this rate is half that of the regular academic year per credit. Now that the course schedule is open, pre-registration is also open. To be eligible to register, your account must have no holds. If you're unsure if you have holds on your account, you can check your self-service banner by navigating to registration status. Then select the summer term in the drop-down menu. If you have any questions, you can contact the registrar's office at registrar@newhaven.edu. If you have specific holds that you have questions about, you can email the related offices outlined in registrar's office email from February 10th. If you are unsure of where to start, the one-stop office is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and is located in Bergami Hall next to Duncan.
Calling all international students, the Center for Learning Resources is hosting English conversation roundtables for international students every week on Mondays from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you're interested in working on your speaking and listening skills, head to the Marvin K. Peterson Library and head downstairs for these roundtable conversations. If you're not yet familiar with the CLR, they are a great resource for academic assistance throughout the semester and are open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in person with online availabilities throughout the week and on Sunday. Appointments can be made through Navigate, but walk-ins are welcome. A full list of supported courses are available on the CLR page in My Charger.
Last Friday kicked off the first Chargers After Dark program of the spring semester. The event was sponsored by CELO, the Office of Graduate and International Student Life, the Office of Residential Life, and the Dean of Students Office. This event offers stuffed animals making and glass decorating as ways for students to decompress after the long week as well as to socialize in a relaxed environment. Catering for the event was provided by Charger Dining. If you wanted to go but missed your chance, don't worry. Chargers After Dark is held twice a month during the semester. Make sure you keep your eyes out for CELO's announcement emails for more information.
That's all the time we have for this week.
You can check out the latest Charger Bulletin newspaper on chargerbulletin.com or in newsstands around campus.
Stay up to date by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin.
Check out our link tree for access to the Horseshoe magazine.
Thanks for joining us this week. I'm Nick Amico.
And I'm Elisa Broche. See you next time on Charger Bulletin News.